Bro, it's the same reason I keep coming back to this basketball court. It's all about competition, strategy, and that undeniable thrill of the clutch. Every game, every round, every moment in CS is a test of skill, decision-making, and mental toughness. Just like in basketball, you gotta know when to pass, when to shoot, and when to fake your move. CS isn't just a game, it's a mental battlefield where the smartest, most disciplined players come out on top. Think about taking a free throw. You line up your shot, take a deep breath, and if your form is off by even a little, you miss. CS is the same. Every shot you take needs to be precise. There's no spray and pray, no aim assist, no get lucky shots. You have to train your muscle memory, control your crosshair, and land a perfect headshot. You don't just play CS, you grind, you practice, you perfect your aim until it becomes second nature. Now, imagine you're on defense in basketball. The offense is setting up, running screens, faking plays. You gotta read the movement, predict their next step, and react accordingly. That's CS in a nutshell. Every round is a chess match, played at lightning speed, moment. You gotta know the map, control angles, and anticipate what the enemy's planning before they even make their move. Do you push aggressively? Hold a sight. Fake a rotation? CS rewards the players who think ahead, who play smart, and who can adapt in the moment. All right, picture this. You're down by 2, shot clock running low, and you get the ball at the three-point line. No time to pass, no time to hesitate. You take the shot. Boom! Clutch moment. That's exactly what happens in CS when you're the last man standing, outnumbered, bomb ticking, and your team is counting on you. Nerves. This is where champions are made. Some players crumble under pressure, but the best thrive in it. Clutching in CS is about keeping your cool, playing it smart, and making every shot count. It's the ultimate test of skill and nerves. Ever missed an easy layup because you let the crowd get in your head? That's the kind of pressure you face in CS every single round. One mistake and you're out. You have to stay focused, control your emotions, and keep your head in the game. If you tilt, you lose. If you panic, you're dead. CS teaches mental toughness like no other game. Even the best basketball players need a solid team. Jordan had Pippen, LeBron had Wade. In CS, you need teammates who can communicate, support, and execute plays together. You can't just run in solo and expect to win. You have to trust your squad, coordinate strategies, and cover each other's backs. Good communication, good teamwork, and solid execution separate the pros from the casuals. Just like in basketball, there's no such thing as good enough in CS. You can always sharpen your aim, improve your reaction time, and master new strategies. The best players never stop learning, never stop improving. That's what keeps the game fresh, exciting, and competitive. No two matches are ever the same. CS isn't just a game. It's a battle of wits, reflexes, and mental strength. It rewards grind, discipline, and raw skill. Every headshot, every clutch, every victory feels earned because nothing is handed to you. Just like in basketball, you only get out what you put in. That's why I play CS, because it challenges me, hypes me up, and keeps me coming back for more. All right, listen up. Counter-Strike is in a league of its own. And if you don't get that, then you probably never felt the adrenaline of a 1v5 clutch with the bomb ticking down. CS isn't just another shooter. It's a test of pure skill, strategy, and mental toughness. While other games might hold your hand with aim assist, flashy abilities, and respawns, CS strips all of that away. You live, you fight, or you die. Simple as that. Now, let's talk about mechanics. In most FPS games, movement is just a way to get from point A to point B. In CS, movement is a weapon. You ever try to shoot while running? Yeah, good luck hitting anything. CS forces you to master movement, not just for positioning, but for survival. Counter-strafing, jump peeking, shoulder checking angles, every step you take has consequences. You can't just slide around like a cracked out space marine. You have to control your movement, bait your enemies, and make every second count. Then there's the gunplay. Oh man, if you've played CS, you know the first time you tried to spray an AK, you ended up painting the ceiling. CS doesn't let you just hold down a trigger and hope for the best. Recoil control is an art form. Learning spray patterns, tapping for accuracy, and mastering bursts, all of it matters. In other games, you get rewarded for dumping bullets. In CS, you get punished for not knowing how to shoot properly. And let's be real. Landing a crispy one-tap in CS feels 10 times better than any kill in other shooters. Alright, let's talk about what really separates CS from everything else. No abilities, no second chances, no nonsense. In most modern FPS games, you got superpowers, wall hacks, and ways to undo your mistakes. Missed a shot? No problem. Just throw a flashbang that also heals you and lets you see through walls. CS, nah man. You miss your shot, you die. Every kill is earned, every duel is fair, and every mistake costs you. There's no meta of overpowered abilities. Just you, your gun, and your brain against the enemies. Map knowledge is another beast. You ever notice how CS maps are basically the same for years? That's because they're designed to perfection. No unnecessary clutter, no random elements. Every angle, every piece of cover, every sightline is intentional. If you die, it's not because some random dude dropped a nuke ability on you from across the map. It's because you didn't clear your corners, you didn't check for a lurker, or you got outplayed. CS maps don't just exist like in other games. They are battlegrounds where strategy is everything. And then there's the economy. Bro, no other shooter makes you think like a stock market analyst mid-game. Every round, you gotta ask yourself, do I save? Do I force buy? Can I drop for a teammate? In most FPS games, you spawn in with the same weapons every time. In CS, your decisions matter. You buy wrong, and your whole team suffers. You clutch around with a safe deagle. You just turn the economy in your favor. It's not just about shooting. It's about strategy, risk management, and making the right calls under pressure. Another thing, there's no cheap wins in CS, no kill streak rewards, no random loot drops, no respawn system bailing you out. You get 1 life per round, and if you waste it, you're out. That means every duel, every push, every play carries weight. You can't just run around like a maniac hoping to get lucky. You have to be calculated, disciplined, and focused. CS is unforgiving, and that's what makes it great. The skill ceiling? Insane. In other games, you hit a wall where you can't really get much better. In CS, there's always something to improve. Movement, positioning, aim, crosshair placement, grenade lineups, game sense, the list goes on. That's why you can watch pros play this game for decades, and they're still finding new ways to dominate. No 2 rounds are ever the same, and the potential to outplay your opponents is infinite. And finally, the most important part, teamwork. In most games, you can kind of do your own thing and still win. Not in CS. You don't communicate, you lose. You don't play for the team, you lose. This game forces you to work together, to make smart plays, and to trust your squad. A well-coordinated team will always beat a bunch of aim gods who don't know how to play as a unit. At the end of the day, CS isn't just another shooter. It's the ultimate test of skill, patience, and strategy. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no easy way out. Just you, your gun, and your ability to outthink and outshoot your opponent. That's why CS is the GOAT of FPS games. Alright, let's get real. If you're asking why you should play Counter-Strike over any other game, you probably haven't experienced the absolute dopamine rush of clutching a 1v4 with nothing but a deagle and 5 HP. CS isn't just a game, it's the game addicting. It's not some casual shooter where you just log in, blast some randoms, and feel good about yourself. Nah, CS is a battlefield where only the smartest, the most disciplined, and the most mechanically gifted survive. So why should you choose CS over other games? Simple. Because CS doesn't hold your hand. There's no auto aim, no second chances, no nonsense. You make a mistake, you get punished, you lose a fight, that's on you. And that's exactly why every win feels earned. You don't get carried by some overpowered ability or some cheesy mechanic. Every headshot, every clutch, every round win, it's all because you outplayed your opponent. And let's talk about the mechanics, because CS isn't just about shooting, it's about movement. You ever try to run and gun in CS? Yeah, good luck with that. Other shooters let you slide around like a hyperactive parkour athlete, spraying bullets everywhere, and somehow still landing shots. CS? Nah. If you're not controlling your movement, counter-strafing, and placing your crosshair perfectly, you're done. Every step, every peek, every movement you make determines whether you live or die. That's what makes it so addictive. But here's the real reason CS is better than any other game. It's a mental battle. You can't just have good aim. You need game sense. You need to read your opponents, predict their moves, use sound cues to your advantage, and outplay them with positioning. It's like chess with guns. You can have the best flicks in the world, but if you don't know how to bait out shots, how to fake a side take, how to isolate fights, you're gonna get destroyed by a smarter player. Matter. And let's not forget the team aspect. CS is not a solo game. You can't just go in, drop 40 kills, and carry every match. You need your team. You need communication. A well-coordinated team will always beat a bunch of aim gods who don't know how to play together. That's why CS has lasted for decades. Because teamwork, strategy, and skill will always be more important than cheap tricks and gimmicks. Now, I know what you're thinking, but other games have teamwork too. Sure, but not like CS. In most games, you can still win by playing selfishly. In CS, if your team doesn't work together, you're done. You need to trade kills, hold crossfires, execute strategies, and adapt on the fly. Every second, every call out, every piece of utility you throw, it all matters. And speaking of utility, CS has the best grenade system in any FPS. No contest. Flashbangs actually blind people. Shocking, right? Smokes are game changers, not just visual clutter. Molotovs and HE grenades can force opponents out of position. Every piece of utility has a purpose. It's not just some afterthought. It's a core part of the gameplay. A single well-placed smoke can win you a round. A single pop flash can open up a sight. If you know your nades, you have a huge advantage. Now, let's talk about skill expression. In most FPS games, there's a limit to how much better you can get. In CS, the skill ceiling is basically infinite. No matter how good you are, there's always something to improve. Your movement, your crosshair placement, your decision making, your clutch ability, it never stops. That's why people keep playing CS for years. That's why you see the same pros dominating for a decade, because the game rewards raw skill, not cheap exploits. And the best part? No two matches are ever the same. You can play the same map 1,000 times, and you'll still encounter new situations, new tactics, new challenges. Every round is a fresh puzzle to solve. Every opponent plays differently. You have to adapt, think on your feet, and constantly evolve your gameplay. At the end of the day, CS is the purest test of FPS skill. No excuses, no gimmicks. Just you and your ability to outplay your opponents. If you want a game that will push you to your limits, that will make you a smarter, sharper, and more disciplined player. CS is the only choice. Counter-Strike is more than just a game. It is a cultural phenomenon that has shaped the competitive gaming industry for over 2 decades. Initially released as a modification for Half-Life, in 1999, Counter-Strike quickly gained a dedicated following, leading to its eventual acquisition by Valve Corporation. The game's simple yet profound mechanics, combined with its highly strategic team-based gameplay, have cemented its status as one of the most influential first-person shooters in history. At its core, Counter-Strike is a battle of precision, strategy, and teamwork. Two opposing sides, terrorists and counter-terrorists, engage in tactical warfare across various maps, each with distinct objectives. The terrorists aim to plant a bomb or hold hostages, while the counter-terrorists must prevent these actions. Victory is determined by teamwork, communication, and individual skill, fostering an environment where strategy reigns supreme over brute force. What sets Counter-Strike apart from other shooters is its skill-based gameplay. Unlike modern FPS titles that emphasize accessibility, Counter-Strike demands dedication and mastery. Creators. The recoil patterns of weapons, the importance of sound cues, and the economic system requiring players to purchase equipment each round make every decision crucial. Players must refine their aiming skills, develop map awareness, and learn advanced techniques such as grenade placements, peeking angles, and movement mechanics. Over the years, Counter-Strike has evolved through multiple iterations, including Condition Zero, Source, and Global Offensive, CSGO. Each version introduced new mechanics, graphics improvements, and community-driven content while maintaining the core gameplay elements that made the original so compelling. CSGO, in particular, propelled the franchise into the esports mainstream with massive tournaments, professional teams, and a thriving community of content creators. Counter-Strike's impact on esports cannot be overstated. It has set the gold standard for competitive gaming, inspiring countless other titles and fostering a deeply engaged global fan base. The game's skill ceiling ensures that there is always room for improvement, making it a lifelong pursuit for many players. Whether through casual matches with friends or high-stakes international tournaments, Counter-Strike continues to be a defining force in the gaming world. Even as new games emerge, Counter-Strike remains a testament to the power of refined mechanics and strategic depth. Its legacy is one of innovation, competition, and an unyielding commitment to excellence. For those who have played it, Counter-Strike is not just a game, it is an experience that challenges, rewards, and unites players across the globe. Listen, soldier, this isn't just another shooter. This is Counter-Strike, global offensive, where skill, strategy, and sheer determination separate the legends from the lost causes. You think you got what it takes? Good, global. Because in CSGO, there's no room for hesitation. Every round is a battle of wits, precision, and raw talent. The stakes? Higher than you can imagine. The satisfaction of a perfectly timed clutch. Unmatched. Global. The thrill of outmaneuvering your opponents with split-second decisions. Addictive. This isn't a game you play. It's a battlefield you master. From the first time you hear the defuse countdown to the moment you land a crisp AWP shot across the map, CSGO will challenge everything you think you know about first-person shooters. No aim assist, no second chances, just you, your team, and your ability to adapt. Can you control the recoil? Can you predict your enemy's movement? Can you hold your nerve when you're the last one standing? If you crave competition, if you live for the rush of a hard-fought victory, then this is your call to arms. Join the fight, train your aim, master your movement, dominate the game. CSGO isn't just about playing, it's about proving yourself one round at a time. Download it, queue up, and let's see if you got the guts to go global. Counter-Strike, Global Offensive is more than just a game. It's a test of skill, strategy, and teamwork. Every match is a challenge. Every victory, a reward for mastery and precision. The battlefield is waiting. The competition is fierce. Are you ready to answer the call?